Have you ever pondered what paradise, or Jannah as it is known in Islam, really means? Let's delve into this concept that forms an integral part of Islamic belief. Jannah, a term that resonates deeply with Muslims around the globe, is often translated as paradise. But it's more than just a translation. It's a concept, a state of being, an aspiration that holds a promise of eternal bliss and reward. Imagine an existence where every moment is filled with joy and happiness, where every desire is fulfilled, and where tranquility is the order of the day. Such is the description of Jannah in the Quran. It's a place of unimaginable beauty, where rivers of milk, honey and wine flow freely, and where the inhabitants are adorned in garments of fine silk, seated on thrones of dignity. But it's not just about the physical beauty and luxuries. Jannah is also described as a place free from sorrow, fear and pain. It's a place where the soul finds true peace, where every hardship endured and every good deed performed in the earthly life is rewarded in the most magnificent way. Now, isn't that a concept worth exploring? This brings us to an intriguing question. If Jannah is this place of eternal bliss, who will be the last man to enter it? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? After all, every Muslim aspires to enter Jannah, to be part of this eternal bliss. But who will be the last one to achieve this feat? Perhaps it's a question that encourages us to reflect on our own actions and deeds. It's a question that inspires us to strive for goodness, kindness and compassion in our daily lives. It's a question that pushes us to be the best version of ourselves to earn the rewards of Jannah. And so we ask the intriguing question, who will be the last man to enter this place of eternal bliss? Picture this, a man standing alone, the last of his kind on the day of judgment. As the dust of time settles, he finds himself in a landscape of solitude, a stage where the final act of humanity's grand drama unfolds. This isn't just a tale from the distant past, or a vision of the far future. It's the story of the last man awaiting his fate on a day like no other. Imagine the weight of loneliness, the depth of despair that this man must feel. He is the last of his kind, the final human soul to be judged. Every other soul has had their deeds weighed, their lives assessed, and their eternal fate decided. But here he stands, alone and forgotten, the last leaf on a withered tree, the last note in a symphony of existence. His heart pounds like a drum, echoing the rhythm of his uncertainty. He looks around, his eyes scanning the horizon of this strange and alien landscape. He sees the scale that has weighed the deeds of billions, now still and silent. He sees the book of life, its pages filled with the stories of every man, woman and child who has ever lived. The book that holds his life's tale, his triumphs and failures, his joys and sorrows. A tale that is yet to be concluded. The man's mind races, his thoughts a whirlwind of fear and regret. He thinks of his life, of the choices he made, of the moments he cherished and the opportunities he missed. He feels a sense of despair, a feeling that he has come to the end of his journey only to find emptiness and uncertainty. His heart is heavy with regret, his soul burdened with the weight of his deeds. The silence around him is deafening, the loneliness overwhelming. He feels as if he is standing at the edge of oblivion, staring into an abyss of eternal darkness. But just when it seems that all hope is lost, when the despair threatens to consume him entirely, a glimmer of light pierces the darkness. A spark of hope ignites within him, a beacon in the sea of his despair. As despair begins to consume him, a glimmer of hope appears. Suddenly a voice echoes, "Do you wish for something?" An invitation, a question, a promise. This moment marks the beginning of an extraordinary dialogue between the last man and God. It's a conversation that transcends human understanding, one that captures the essence of divine mercy and human desire. This man, the last of us, stands humbly before the divine, his heart filled with a quiet longing. He hesitates for a moment, lost in the grandeur of the voice that has reached out to him. Then, gathering his courage, he whispers his first wish. It's a simple request, born of a life lived in hardship and struggle. He asks for relief, for the comfort of a home, for the warmth of a meal, for the joy of companionship. As the words leave his lips, he feels a strange mix of apprehension and hope. Will his wish be granted? Has he asked too much or perhaps too little? He waits, the silence stretching out around him, filled with the echoes of his spoken desires. Then, The voice returns, its tone gentle, its words filled with promise. Your wish is granted. In that moment, the man's world changes. His despair gives way to hope, his fear to courage. His heart swells with gratitude, and he dares to dream again. Emboldened by the fulfillment of his first wish, he gathers his thoughts and voices his second wish. This time he asks for more, for better. He seeks the joy of abundant provision, the comfort of enduring health, the delight of everlasting peace. He pours out his heart, his wishes flowing freely, each one a testament to his growing confidence. Again the voice responds, "Your wish is granted." The man is overwhelmed. His joy is uncontainable, his gratitude immeasurable. He marvels at the generosity of the divine, at the boundless mercy that has embraced him. With each wish he makes, and with each wish that is granted, the man's hope grows. His heart becomes bolder, his dreams bigger. He begins to understand the limitless possibilities that lie before him, the infinite blessings that are within his reach. He continues to make wishes, each one grander than the last. His requests are met with unwavering acceptance, his desires fulfilled without hesitation. He experiences the depth of divine love, the expanse of divine generosity. He realizes that he is not just the last man, he is the cherished creation of a compassionate God. This dialogue, this journey from despair to hope, is not just about the last man, it's about each of us, about our own struggles and dreams, about our own journey towards hope and fulfillment. It's a reminder that no matter how difficult our circumstances, no matter how impossible our desires may seem, there is always hope. There is always a voice that echoes, "Do you wish for something?" With each granted wish, his hope grows, and so does his courage. This is the journey of the last man, a journey marked by the transformative power of hope and the enduring strength of courage. A journey that leads him, and perhaps all of us, towards a future filled with endless possibilities. With newfound courage, the man makes his final wish. A wish that encapsulates all his hopes, dreams, and desires. The wish to enter Jannah, the ultimate abode of peace, pleasure, and prosperity. As the man stands on the precipice of his destiny, he is filled with an overwhelming sense of trepidation and awe. His heart pounds in his chest as he makes his wish, his voice barely a whisper. Across the vast expanse of the universe, his plea echoes, reaching the ears of the most merciful. God, in his infinite mercy and compassion, grants the man's wish. The divine decree descends and the gates of Jannah swing open. A light, brighter than 1,000 suns, spills forth, illuminating every corner of existence. This is the light of Jannah, a light that does not blind but brings clarity and warmth. As the man steps towards the gates, a sense of peace envelops him. Every worry, every sorrow, every hardship he had ever faced fades away, replaced by an indescribable joy that courses through his being. All his struggles, all his trials have led him to this moment, the moment when he will cross the threshold into Jannah. The journey has been long and arduous, filled with countless tests and tribulations, but now, as he stands at the gate of Jannah, he realizes it was all worth it. The struggles, the pain, the despair, all pale in comparison to the joy he feels now. A joy that is eternal, unending, limitless. The man steps into Jannah, and as he does, he feels a surge of overwhelming gratitude. Gratitude for the mercy of his Lord, for the trials that have shaped him, and for the journey that has led him here. His heart overflows with love and contentment, and he knows that he is finally home. In Jannah there is no fear, no sorrow, no pain, only peace, joy, and love. A place where every wish is granted, every desire fulfilled, a place of eternal bliss. And so the last man steps into Jannah, his journey from despair to eternal bliss complete. So, what does this story of the last man to enter Jannah tells us? Well, it's about more than just the journey of one individual. This tale, steeped in rich Islamic tradition, sheds light on the profound mercy of God. It's a testament to the boundless compassion that is bestowed upon all believers, no matter their past actions or struggles. It reassures us that no matter how many times we stumble or how far we feel we've strayed, there's always a path back. It's a story about second chances and ultimate redemption, painting a picture of a God who is patient, forgiving, and endlessly merciful. This narrative serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even the last man, who thought himself least worthy, was welcomed into Jannah with open arms. It's a story that resonates deeply, instilling hope and inspiring faith. In the end, the the last man's journey to Jannah is a powerful reminder of God's boundless mercy and the enduring hope it provides for every believer. Be sure to give a like to the video, and to get more Islamic videos regularly, subscribe to our Islamic channel and press the bell icon next to it.